So what's up, guys? Today I'm gonna kind of go through some of my art and figure out some art prices.
So what's up, guys? Today I'm
We
gonna.
gotta mute this. I've been really having a lot of problems trying to get through the process of setting established prices for different types of art, and it usually happens a bit quick. I'm discussing with someone, and I kind of give them a general price. But I think I need to break down my prices more because I've been getting a lot of requests for commissions and things like that. And I just don't really have the time to do all of them and to put the effort into all of them. So I really need to start pricing them out accordingly so that, I'm happy doing the work and I'm getting what I believe I should be getting doing the work. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make a price list and basically I really need to just figure out what prices I want to use for my art. And of course, I have to do that. I have to make an art piece, to do that. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out as we go. So first of all, I'm not sure which font I want to use for the top. I didn't mean to hit gallery, but that's the first thing. I have to figure out what I want to put, like just pricing or price chart or I don't know, something like that. I don't know if I should put at Drug Free Dave art prices, but I just need to work through it and figure it out. And I figure I never really seen people do lives or do videos where they kind of work out like real world things. Usually everything is like a setup, is a more planned out video or something like that. But I've never had to. I actually, for the first time ever, I've been asked for a press kit for a potential art commission for like a really big, something really big. And it's really great. It's an honor that they've come to me to do some artwork, regardless if I get it or if I don't. It's an honor, and they know who I am. We have a bit of a relationship, so to speak, now. So it's really cool. The company who the organization was going through, they seem really great, really cool. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. At Drug Free Dave, I should just go with like price list. Rates, project rates. That's probably better. Project rate sounds more professional. Maybe even on top. But this is such a crummy text to just have it like normal. Not exciting at all. I kind of like Caniste. It's a little whimsical, but I do like it. So I'll just try something else just to... come on. I really have issues with this text thing in Procreate. Let's see. The only other one I like also is this one. It's a little much, but I enjoy it. But it's a little, I feel like is it a little harder to read? I guess not. This one seems a little more like it would be the... no. So this looks okay. Maybe this would be smaller. Maybe I should actually put my name. I don't know, something like that. It's a start. So first, let me bring in some artwork. So I kind of want to show just a sketch first, like a character sketch. So I could use those, but I think I might want to use something that got a lot of traction. The axolotl is really cute. That's pretty cute for a rough sketch. Didn't I already do that one? I thought I saved it. I did. Oh, of course I saved the... I gotta do that again. I accidentally saved the texture as well. I've been saving these as TIFFs because with Procreate, I've noticed that if you drag something from one project to another, why did I close it out? If you drag something from one project to another, it becomes really blurry and it looks really terrible. And haven't really figured out any fix for that. I don't know what it's all about, so I've just been saving things in TIFF. That way they bring over and they're good quality. Okay, so I don't really need... these for now. So I'm just going to drag them off the board. I'm going to separate this, so I'll cut and paste that. Cut and paste this as well. I can use that later on at the bottom of the page. I might as well put it there now. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is sketches. I feel like regular sketches like this, rough sketches, even though this is a bit of a cleaned up sketch, I think this is good for just like regular sketch. I don't think I'm going to do rough sketch and regular sketch. It'll be regular sketch and then cleaned up sketch. And a cleaned up sketch I think will be clean. So I think this actually could work. So let's add a new text. I really have an issue with what font I want. So we have one font on top. I might change that, of course. I really like that text. I like kiddo handwriting. We'll use this one for now. That'd be nice. Then I can put the price underneath. So let's say we did sketch. I gotta figure out what I want now. Let me change this to colored sketch. So we have sketch, and then let me move this down. Make sure I have the right one. Okay, I do. Why is the sea always so small? I've noticed that. So we have sketch, color sketch. The sea is killing me. So I'm going to bring this down. I don't even know what to name the next type. So we have sketch, colored sketch, which is just really simple color. So let's insert another photo. I was thinking something like this for the color sketch. I'm gonna have to make these very, very much smaller. But that's okay. That looks great how big it is though. I could always use this for color sketch. But it's also cleaned up. That's the thing. It's also, I cleaned up the line work. Let's see what else I have. And it's, what am I doing? And it's tricky because I have so many images to choose from, so it's hard to really know. You sort of feel like it's a selling point, so I kind of want to make sure that the images kind of display that, and he did pretty well online. Insert, add photo. And this is another guy that I want to add for clean, like just clean character design. Like I think this guy would be like 350 or 400 because I've already done this. I've done the rough sketch, I've done the cleaned up sketch, I've done the line work, got rid of the sketch, then I've done the color design and everything like that. So this is probably this is what's difficult. And even though he's small, a character like this is what takes the most time because you already have to do all of these steps. So this is definitely going to be more expensive. So there's that. And then I'm actually going to put a full page. Like I think I'm going to do logo work. I have so many like different type things. This one is going to be like, let me put this on top, between 600 and 1,000 because it's going to depend on all of these characters. So this is like the high. This would be like $1,000 because there's six characters that I'm drawing. 6 characters and a background, which is a lot. And this actually might be more because the amount of time that I spent on this is a lot. So this might actually be quite a bit more. An iguana. What's up, guys? Videos of yours you'd recommend for your Procreate art process. Trying to draw an iguana. I think I did a behind the page for one of the lizards I drew. I think. Let me check real quick. I actually don't even think I have YouTube on here. Let me check on my phone. Actually, let me check on the computer. I think I might, but I'm not sure. What's up, Jen? Aisha. What's going on, y'all? Good to see you. Everybody just like hopped in like all at once. It's quiet. Hope you guys had a good weekend. All right, let's see. Oh my God, this cat driving me up the wall again. I can't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me go to YouTube Studio. Let me check my behind the pages. I gotta deal with this animal. She keeps crying. Can't deal with it. I have my broom so I can go and shoo her away. Or him. Softly shoo him away. Do I have a lizard? I don't. I can probably make a little behind the let me see if I have the proper time lapse of I did this one. So let me check the time lapse. I don't know what this is. Oh, I think I was drawing my nephews. Trying to draw my nephews. I'm just practicing people. So I have the behind the page. So I can probably, I don't know if this will help. But I can make a behind the page for this guy. That won't be too difficult. I can probably do that tonight, honestly. I also have chameleon won't help. Oh, and I did these other lizards too. I don't know if that would help. These guys. I should do a behind the page on them as well. Oh, this is an axolotl. I do a lot on the same canvases. But honestly, mostly I just stick to the photo. Oh wait, I gotta go back. I hate when I do that. I always cover the thing like an Egypt. So I have this one. I can do it behind the page on this one, and I can do it behind the page on I don't know if you could see it before, or probably not, because I think I had my screen covered. But I'll do it behind the page on this one, so at least you can kind of see the process a little bit. But I'll try to do that. I'll try to do that soon. But they do take a while, so I usually don't. Sometimes I record stuff, but I do the live stuff if I'm trying to work on something. Got itchy nose. Because it takes a long time. So I think this one might be like between, I think full color. Yeah, I think between like 600 and 1200. 600 and up, depending on the characters. I think this would be like 600 with one character. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I think between 6 and 1200 would be good for this. So much. It's just so much time. I appreciate that. Oh, and I think that. So where are you gonna post your art to buy it? What's up, Starlight? So where am I going to post my art to buy? So I don't really post my art to buy anywhere. I never really had any luck with that. I never really had any luck selling art, so to speak. But I do get people that ask me to draw certain things. Usually what happens is they'll ask me to draw certain things, and I'll tell them the price. And maybe 5% of people are still interested after that, because I think on social media, like on Facebook, people really have very low prices. So for a sketch, you can get an artist to do it in a Facebook group for like $5, $10, $20, $25. And that's kind of like normal. So people kind of feel like, if they ask you to draw a picture of their dog, oops, what did I do? They're thinking that you're going to be like, oh yeah, I can do a drawing of your dog for $20. So then when I tell them, oh yeah, well I start at $225, they kind of think I've grown a third eye on my forehead or something. But, but I do all of my commissions and stuff. I charge $225. That's my starting point. When I do children's book, $225 a page. But I actually need to start charging more for the cover and things like that. So there's just a lot of the longer that I do it, the longer I sort of figure out what people are looking for and how much I should be charging, I just raise my rates accordingly. Colored color, let me go back. I probably should do this on Photoshop, honestly. But the only thing with Photoshop is I have my images and stuff on here, so it's just, I probably should do it on Photoshop, but I don't know. I like working in Procreate. Usually anything with text I usually do in Photoshop. Color design, color character. Okay, so that's color character. Color sketch. Let me see if I can find something for a colored sketch. Actually, I can just go to my Google Photos, where I always keep folders that I keep all my artwork and stuff in. Why is this so big? Can I make this smaller? Let me plug this in now. iPad's always dinging at me. Okay, so colored sketch. I love this guy. So I think a colored sketch, something like this, color sketch would be about $350. I think that might be a good depiction of a colored sketch. Because there's just such a difference between like a sketch like this and a sketch like this. There's a big difference in time. Let's see if I can find a good colored sketch. I have to be careful. Some of the art that you're seeing in here is like art that I can't really show sometimes. Detailed character. Yeah, something like this would be really expensive. Something like more like realistic, like illustration, because this takes forever. The other difficult thing, that might be good for a sketch too. The tigers might be good for a color sketch. Way too much art. Something like this might be good for a color sketch, but it's not enough color. Hmm. Maybe I don't even need to add color sketch. So I guess I really don't do it that much. I usually clean it up, I guess. Alright, hold on. I gotta shoo this cat away again. Where's my broom? Go. 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 Ugh. Hello, friends. What's up, Kang? Oh yeah, I don't think I ever finished telling you about that. So, I don't really sell my art. Like, I don't put it anywhere to sell it. I mostly take commissions, and most of it is Instagram. Excuse me. Most all of it is through Instagram. Because that's just where I have the most eyes on my work. That's where I have the most eyes on my stuff. So that's where people will see my work. And most of the time, I would say the biggest thing is people sharing your artwork, especially people that have a large following. That's when people really see your work, and you're sort of being vouched by whoever's sharing your work. So if if you have someone that's really has a big following and they share your work, that really says a lot about your work, and people want you to do. It's sort of like, it's the sort of thing where, they're seeing someone else have something done. They're seeing someone else that had themselves drawn or had their character drawn or something like that. And it just sort of legitimizes you. It kind of makes you into a bona fide artist that can do commissions, because most people, they trust people with like big accounts, especially people in the same business. Like, if you're an artist and you know other artists, or like professional famous artists that have large followings, it's like you're going to trust their opinion. You're going to if they vouch for someone, or if they post something, you're like, oh, okay, well, this person posted it. It's normal. So, like, if you're a professional chef, and you're going to know the other professional chefs. If they vouch for someone, you're going to be like, okay, this person's a real deal. I trust what they're saying. And it's sort of the same thing. So that's pretty much how it works. Oh, I missed these. I should repost these, actually. I should definitely repost these. I actually started a new Instagram, the Red Sketcher, but I kind of just like gave it up. And it was just like one animal that I would post. But I kind of gave it up. It's just too much. It's too much work to host more than one Instagram. This guy. That was fun. But this would be expensive as well. But it's time. It's a new year, new rates. New year, new rates, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I think I'm gonna forego colored sketch. Sketch can just be a sketch. I can add tones underneath, but I don't really see anything that I like that makes sense. So sketch. Oh, this cat is back. I can't believe it. All I want is peace and quiet. That's all I want. That's all I want. Okay, so color sketch, color character. full color character. Oh my god. Does anyone have any tricks on how to not have a cat crying outside of your door all night? I don't feed him after a certain time. If anyone has any tricks, please let me know. The problem is I love this cat to death, but he's so annoying at night. Okay, so sketch, color sketch. But I also have to figure out like if it's two animals. So I think two characters would just be like, I think an extra character would just add on $100. I think that's fair. So if it was like a person holding this or a person with this, another character, it would just be an extra $100. So this would be $225, and then with an extra person would be $325. Maybe I need to do line art one too. I have some cool line art ones that I did of Turbo. And he'd be actually good for a full color as well. So let me get, I don't need this right now. So let me cut and paste the line art. Even though it does have some tone to it, I still think it looks good for line art. I'm over here trying to be a professional in my long johns, and I gotta chase cats away. Not that I really chase them away. I just come out with a little bit of gumption. But I don't think it's gonna work. I built too much trust. Okay. Color character. So, okay, we established sketch. That's here. So let me just duplicate this. A liner I think I could do for 250, to be honest. No, that's too close though. It's a bit too close. $275 is good for line art. Color character, I think $350 for this. I think $350. Because once I do the line art, then the line art is making it clean, and then I just have to add the colors, but also I have to figure out the colors and all of that jazz. Make sure the colors are right, do all the shading and stuff. But this is good because it's not crazy shading, so I think that's good for $350. Color character. And also, just so you guys know, it's like I don't really have like I'm not really trying to get the most amount of clients ever, because I can't really work that way. I'm at a point where I only want to work on as little, as the least amount of projects. Like, I'd prefer to work on a children's book that will take me 5 or 6 months. 5 or 6 month window. Because, I mean, it sounds like it's a long time, but obviously you have the work, then you also have the reading whatever the story is, figuring out the characters, sketching, making sure your sketches are good with the client, making sure that you guys do the contract and all this stuff. Like, everything takes time, and usually there's a couple people involved, and everyone has to like kind of be okay with what you're doing and changes and everything like that. There's just so much that goes into it. But when I'm working on a children's book, I get to focus all my stuff, and I get to develop these characters and create these characters, and that's what I love to do. And I don't have to continuously discuss with the client. At least that's not really how I work. I've been very lucky and fortunate with my clients. But that's where the work comes into it. Like, yeah, there's the art, there's that part of it. But then there's also the business part of it. The business part is the rough part. The business part is the hard part for me, because I'm not a business guy. You know what I mean? I'm not a businessman. So I've had to figure out how to get by, figure out enough business to make it work and to make it, what's the word? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Another word for worth it. Anyway, worthwhile? What am I really thinking? Worthwhile? Let's see. So what did we go with? What's up, Gasha? Geisha? Gotcha? 357. I like that. Ocean? I like that. Oh, 0.9 ETH? Is that what you're talking about? Ether? Facts. I probably would. Although my Ether has gone down. I guess it's low at the moment, because I only check it maybe once every month, or once every 2 months. Usually it's actually doing well and on high, but the last time I checked, I was like, man, it's like 200 less than the last time I checked it. Oops, that's a lot of money. Okay, let me move this so it's a little bit centered to that. And let me actually I feel like I need to make them the same 30.8. Oops. God. What am I doing here? Size 30.8. I figure I should probably just make them the same size. Or actually I can make them bigger. I think bigger is actually good. But for this one, I can just put one on top of the other and play with the baseline. This is like maybe 40. This is like a perfect analogy for what I do. Is I'm always like doing something, but there's always like 6 or 7 other projects wrapped up into what I'm doing. Like that's always how it is with me. I'm definitely going to make this smaller, but I'll just make it smaller. I'll just select both of those layers and make it smaller that way. I think that's a better deal. Where's line art? I'll put this under line art. Digital Zeichnen mit Sondra Brettmann. Hello and greetings from Germany. Can you tell us how you keep coming up with new ideas from drawing? The way that, honestly, what the easiest thing for me is I peruse Instagram, I peruse my favorite artists. I have a folder. I take screenshots from Instagram, anywhere else, of character design, of character artwork that I love, and I save it. I can actually show you. I save it to my phone, my Google Photos. I call it reference art. And all these artists, I follow on Instagram or whatever. This guy worked on Far From the Tree. I love that raccoon. 3D stuff, character stuff, cute characters, more 3D stuff. So I save all artwork, anything that I like about a character, hands, things like that. If I get stuck on hands, I look at those. Different characters, snails. I love drawing snails and making snails. I always loved Farm Heroes characters, Rio characters. Even this, like I just this oil right here. This if I see something I like or something that's cute from a movie, from anything, I'll just take a screenshot. Vanellope, I think she's absolutely adorable and has beautiful eyes. I love the way they did her eyes, the colors of them. And there's all just different everything. So I save all of these creations. I save everything that I see that I like, and that's what gives me inspiration. I can look through here, and I can just so easily get inspired. The other thing that I do is I don't think I have a thing, but I save pictures of animals. So, like here, like I screenshot pictures of animals. I like frogs, things like that. So I screenshot pictures of animals that I want to draw, that I think might be cool, that I think I could do, make into a cool cartoon with great colors. Even like weird creatures, cute creatures. I'd love to do this in 3D, actually. Here's the one that I did recently. saving pictures of animals is like my main thing, because I can just go through and just like be like, oh, let me see if I can draw this character. Let's try and draw this character and make it appealing in an art way. So that really is one thing that motivates me, is animals, just saving pictures of animals. It's easy. There's a ton of them. You'll never run out. It's an easy way for me to practice my craft. There's very difficult animals. There's animals like anteaters, where you have to really work out. Rhinos, where you have to work out like their weird head shapes. Ordinary, thank you. You're way too kind. But I appreciate the kind words. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Sketch 225, line art, color, character. Okay, I think we're doing well. So I think I wanted to add in a sketch like this. So I'll just put it on top so you can see. I'll just make a new layer here. So like for her, I don't need any of these right now. Whoop. What did I do? I'm on the background. Because people are really, really like wanting me to do them and their creatures. And the one of the most difficult things about that is when I just draw for fun, like when I'm drawing for fun and just having fun with it and creating something like this, it's because I see the pictures and and there's something dynamic and great about the photo and about the creature and about the person, like their relationship and different things. And like sometimes it works in a photo where you're like, that would be cool as art. So, but it's not easy. Like it's sometimes you have to draw things that aren't really presented in a very dynamic way that will be good. So that's where it can be tricky, where someone will want you to draw something and it's like, well, like, you know, the picture really isn't that great, or the angle really isn't that great, or there's not enough, there's, you know, the animal isn't dynamic looking like some other animals. So you have to figure out ways to make it dynamic. But that's what makes it difficult, and that's what can be stressful. But that's you know, obviously that's the job. You know, that's what it's all about, is figuring out how to make it dynamic. But it's not an easy thing to do by any means. But that's being an artist. You know what? He probably doesn't need that shadow. I feel like that's just taking up space. So let me make her a little bigger for now. Let me just get rid of his little shadow. He doesn't really need it. I love it. I love the shadow, but I need the space. I need the space, buddy. He'll be okay. Okay. So let me bring her back. And actually, I should probably make these smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this. Project rates, I'll leave that there. So all of this I'm going to make smaller right now. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just trying to. My only dilemma is, do I make a new one of these for children's books specifically? That's my only dilemma. My other dilemma is, now that it's 2022, do I raise my rate for children's book illustration? I think I want to stick with 225, but I definitely can't do full color pages like I did on my last one for 225 per page. It's way too much work. So I think I'm just gonna do. I don't know. But anyway, let me not think ahead that far just yet. So two character sketch would be, maybe I should just do a 2-character sketch as $350. Two-character sketch at $350. Because it doesn't always have to be a human. It could be like just two creatures, two animals. I think that's fair. 2-character sketch at $350. Okay, cool. So now, would you just let me? Thank you. So 36.3. Yeah, why don't I just duplicate this? Bring it down. Or should I... Sorry, excuse me. Or should I do sketch, somehow indicate that each additional character is $100? Because I'm going to get someone that's going to have... It's going to be like a girl holding like 3 snakes. So... And as much as on the surface it doesn't seem like it's like that much more work, but it is, because now you have to pay attention to the snake's patterns. Which snake is bigger? Do they all have the same do they all have the same style of head? Do they all have the same expression? You're doing a whole new thing like 2 more times. Things like that. And like, it's, even though it's a small detail, it's not small. All right, so multiple characters, maybe multipass. Okay, multi-character. Okay, let's see if the cats finally went away. I'm just curious if they're still there. Oh, Mom. My mom never accepted her $10. Oh, good, they went away. I think it worked. Now, I hope they didn't get that scared that they didn't go back in the house. Let's see. $127. Oh, good. He's going in the. Is he going in the house? Yeah, I think he was going towards the house. Okay, I don't feel as bad now. All right, let's see what's going on my YouTube. I've done all the steps in order, but when I duplicate, okay, Hi, I don't know if you were able to figure this out. I was struggling for a while too. When you select the circle, make sure the color fill button is not highlighted. So this is for the video when it's basically just cutting and pasting a shape. So like if I just used the selection tool and made a circle and then just 3-finger swiped and did copy and paste, it would be on a new layer. So many people were having issues with this, but I didn't really understand how to make it more clear, because it's like I tried to explain it as clearly as and slowly as possible. You should be able to select the art and have it cut into the shape. Okay, so color fill. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe people had color fill. I just added a new reel. Oh, also, hopefully you guys can like this video if you like it. That always helps. I wouldn't be opposed to a couple likes. I'm wearing my glasses, so I'm keeping it nice and dark in here, so you can feel my ambiance. Also, I wanted to see if you could see. I can't really tell what you can see in this camera, but I'm getting a new light. I think it's gonna go back where my head is. I think it's gonna go back. I think it's gonna go in this area. But I'm getting a new camera. It's like a what's up, RK? I think I'm not a new camera, a new light. But I'm really excited. Let's see where my light is before I gotta take breaks from figuring out pricing. Pricing is rough. All right, let me figure out where my light is. This freaking thing has been taking forever. That's one thing that I don't like about not shipping through Amazon. Amazon is just so quick. Where is this thing now? It's still in Indiana? Ugh, this thing is still in Greenwood, Indiana. It's been there for like 3 days. What are you people doing? God. This freaking thing has been there forever. This is what I ordered. Probably not going to be able to find it. But it changes colors and whatnot. I want my room to be like I want to be a legit streamer. I want to be a contender. Multi-character. Okay, multi-character sketch. But it should be multi-character sketch for sure. Let me put this closer up, I think. Mess with that baseline. BB. Alright, multi-character sketch. So that would be 225 plus. Okay, 225. Alright, I gotta write it out, because I can't think. So multi-character sketch. Sorry about my swallowing. 225. I wish I could change how long I could press. I hate that I have to wait so long to wait for the money symbol. You can probably do it somewhere, but I'm not that great with iOS, even though I've had the iPads for 6 years and a Mac since 2014. I'm still not that great at it. I just feel like I'm still more, I don't know, Android. I feel like it's more intuitive. Okay, multi-sketch character is 225. 100 additional plus 100 each additional character. Okay, so I should probably put 225 plus, not equals, plus 100 each additional. How do you abbreviate additional? I don't remember. Let's look it up. I feel like it's, I don't know. I don't like these being on that page. I have to move them over to one of my, you know what? I know exactly where I'm going to move them. Oh, but that's food. That's food. I know where I'll move them. I don't want to move them into food. I'll move them into here. Wegmans is food. Wegmans is food. I can move that one there. That works. Hope you guys like my nice backgrounds that I made. Oh, see, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, additional abbreviation. I'm not the only one. ADDL. Okay. Oops. Okay, I feel like that's pretty clear. Come on, just the bottom, just the bottom. You're gonna make me do it this way. Alright, so let me bring this up. Maybe I'll make it smaller. And maybe I'll make, put parentheses. Why is it being so weird? No, those parentheses are bootleg. Oh, let me put the money sign for 100. So that's 325. So this would be 325. I think that's fair for the sketch. Color would be 350. And then maybe 100, maybe 100. Maybe 350 and then 100 each one. Maybe that's fair. 350. If I was going to do this, three of them. 350, 450, 350, 450, 550 for three of those. I'm getting a little chilly, actually. I didn't ask you anything, Google. My fiance took me to I celebrated my birthday a little bit early, celebrating it this weekend, but took me to Brooklyn Botanical Gardens, which was really cool, because they have some cool stuff going on. There's a good video of it. Of course, this is like the vertical video. It's not going to show. They had like some cool like designs and like some cool light stuff. And some cool like, so us being stupid. Where's my favorite photo of us being stupid? I like this one. Some cool light stuff. I really like this photo. It was definitely raining too. But you know me, I love taking photos and like visually stimulating things. And this is like, we had to buy some underwear. I got some stuff at Banana Republic. The cat likes the humidifier that I got for my birthday. Fun stuff. This is the fat, hungry cat that always cries. That's them earlier today. This is them eating. I let them in for the winter time. I leave my door open. I let them come in, and I feed them in front of my heater so they can warm up. What's up, Linda? My producer? How you feeling? How you doing? Hope everything is well. I'm just showing some. Well, you've probably been there. I always feel like when someone says something in my head, it's almost like that they just came on the stream, even though you were probably watching the stream. But it was cool. It was really fun. Let's see. This one's cool. I just love taking photos. I love like visual things like this. Do we have any other good photos? Some of them are terrible. We just look cold. But it was cool. And then I'm gonna post these as Instagram. These are just like my rough sketches, but I think I'm gonna make them as Instagram posts because why not? Okay, so let's move on. If I was gonna do this in color, I don't really have an example of it. I guess I have an example of that. Oh, I guess I can just add another colored character might work. So if I insert a photo of another colored character, I could use Tango. Tango might be good. See if I have another colored animal. Oh, I could use a little froggy. I love that little froggy. This might be good. Maybe I'll use the one of Tango. But I have so many other great, like I have this toucan that I love. Bell. Oh, I didn't mean to actually add it. Sorry I'm scrolling so fast, but I want to get back to kind of where I left off. Oh, maybe I could use a little chameleon because he's sort of horizontal, so that might actually fit. I also don't have like I don't have all my work on this, whatever this thing is called, iPad. So let's look back in Art Vibes. And let's just pick another colored character. This might be cool. But it's very stylized. I think the frog might be good. So let me, I think I did that on this iPad. Let's see. It's kind of hard to remember, because I did so much on my old iPad that it's hard to remember which iPad I was actually working on. It might be in here. Is he in here? No. Where is he at? Oh, he's probably in here. There he is, my guy. Get rid of this. Get rid of the texture. Okay. What do I want to do? Share, TIFF. Oops, I didn't need to do that. On my way to work, I've been watching for 20 minutes, and that pricing sounds good. Thank you. That actually means a lot. I feel way more confident with my pricing now that my producer has given me the nod that I am not selling myself short, which is my plan for this year, to not sell myself short at all, and really like, because you know what it is. It's like sometimes I get very very burned out, and obviously you can get burned out from working, but when you're working and you're not really getting what you're spending way too much time, and it's not worth it, because also, like, I'm working my other job, so that's keeping me busy. And it's a lot of times it's hard too, because people know me and they won't like work. And a long time ago I decided, like, I can't like not charge people my rate because I know them. It's no less work, so there's just a lot of different things, and sometimes it could be a bit difficult to maintain your prices and work with people. It's a bit tough because that relationship is can be a bit funny. Color character. What happened to this? Why is this now? Color character should be like that, and 350 should be up higher. Okay. Okay, multi-character sketch, 100 each additional. Oh, I feel like all my what is it called? I think all my formatting somehow disappeared. So where is this? Oh, I hate when that happens. I absolutely hate when that happens. You stay. $225, 100 each additional. I think that works well. Color would be this is a hot mess of layers and text. Really is. You know what? And I should just duplicate what I'm doing. All right, so duplicate that, bring it down, and change this to color. He's kind of in the way, isn't he? Maybe I don't need him. Color is going to be, so I'm just going to duplicate 350 and bring it up under the new color, and I'll bring that down. Color 350, and then where's my 100? So I'll duplicate this, bring that down. Ugh, such a pet peeve. Okay, 100 each additional again. This one's so big, so large. Can I not use it? Oh, there we go. Why is everything not straight? Ugh. Okay. Oh, I know why. So, I think these two. So this. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, I'm just going to group those. Color. Okay. I'm going to group those two. I'm going to put them in this group. Okay, so multi-character can stay, but everything else. Multi-character sketch. I'll put this in this group. That way I can hopefully move these and put them straight underneath. But sketch needs to go up a little bit higher, I notice. Okay, so now this can actually go up and be clean underneath that. If it was not safe for work, it could reach 500. Yeah, I can't. I gotta keep my stuff on the up and up. Get that children's book money. I'm so excited for the Dream Machine to come out. I'm so excited for that. I think I've actually been published in a medical journal, like a leading medical journal, from artwork that I did from that book, because they submitted it for like I worked with some really major big deal folks with this book, 2 PhDs that are brilliant PhDs that are have done like amazing things. Like one is like I think she's a nurse scientist, but I also think that she's a professor. Maybe she's not a professor. But she works at McGill, and then the other one has done TED Talks as a PhD and writer and all this. I mean, it's just it's insane. And here I am, just this chocolate dude just chilling in his apartment in his long johns. You're helping the art community that way as well, so other artists don't feel the need to sell their work for cheap because others are cheaper and buyers assume that is good pricing. That's big facts. They do, especially Facebook prices. Facebook prices had me all messed up at first because it makes you feel like, oh, well, if these people are doing art for $20 and $50, then I have to do my work for that to be competitive. And I never really, I kind of fell into that trap a little bit, but I was never about that. I can't do this whole really super cheap art to stay up with Facebook prices. That was never I could never play that game. And also people don't realize that you have to pay for a test image, a sample image. People want free sample images. What? You don't just that's a lot of work. That's the hardest thing. You got to figure out the characters, figure out everything about the characters, make them good enough so this person wants to use your work. That's a lot. Let's see. So this is all pretty good. I'm liking it so far. It would be kind of nice to make it all small. Let me put the artwork next to each other, actually. That might make it easier. So let's put all the art on top. It's probably not the smartest thing to do, but that's okay. I'm not the smartest often, but I make it work. So where's my little thing of tango? There he is. Turbo, not tango, turbo. So we'll put turbo up here. And then, do we move the snail up? We move the snail up, so then it's just a little gecko. Here he is. Okay, so now the artwork is up there. I can move it around individually. Good. Oh, I hear the raccoon. I hear the raccoon. Let's see. I know he's going to come down. Wait. Let me get out of here. I don't see him, but I heard him. So he would be like up in this area. I don't see him yet. Unless he already came down. No, I don't see anything yet. Okay, no, I don't see him. But I know the sound of that roof in the other yard. I know it all too well. So I don't think it needs to be this big. Oh, the freaking cat. Alright, so let me take all of these prices. I don't even know what layer 7 is. I think this is all the prices. Let's see if it's all the prices. So I'll actually make them smaller, bring them up. Make them a little bit smaller. I think that's still good. Still easily legible. Okay, so we'll make the art a little bit smaller too. Although we don't really have to. He fits there. Turbo fits here. This little guy, I'll make him a little bigger. Can put him here. That's kind of cool to sort of make them kind of because I can just add like I can add little white little lines to the character. Okay, this one can be maybe I'll make her bigger and put her here. And then I also want to do logo work, which I don't want to use the word hate, but I really don't like doing logos. Maybe I'll just do... I really don't want... Make it a little smaller. I really don't want the word there, so let me just get rid of that. God, I never actually used the word for anything. It's just I happen to add it on there. Okay, so, and I also don't, I think that oops. That doesn't need to be a rectangle. I would actually like it better if it was a rounded circle. You know, I might be able to do that actually. Make a new layer. Do that. Let me check out my shapes. Because I want it to be, I don't want it to be an ellipse, a regular ellipse shape. I thought I made some rounded squares for my new... I don't even know if I put these shapes on Gumroad, actually. I can't even remember. Oh no, I did, because I think this is the ramen cat, so I think I did put these on Gumroad. I'll have to check. I need to make that in Photoshop, like a more rounded square. And I could have sworn I made one, but I guess I didn't. I guess, sorry, I know this is boring. I guess this would be the closest. So, I'm just going to make a color, figure out how big I need it. Maybe a little bit bigger. I'll lower the opacity. Freeform it. That looks good. Oh, this rounded square is terrible, though. It looks so bad. I don't know why it looks so bad. Select. Logo. I might just charge a buttload for a logo, because I really don't like doing them. And I think that, I mean, sometimes they can be fun, but I've had some. The thing about logo work is it's just, people want it to be so specific, and which is understandable, but sometimes people can be very, very neurotic, and I find that it's hard to do a logo that you're proud of. What's up, Miss G? Miss G making the fonts. Miss G, I don't know if you are a part of my Facebook group, Procreate Tutorials and Guidance. I should post a link here. I should start posting. You know what? That's something that I should probably do more often. Is post the I should probably do that as the first post. Let me find where is share, so I can share my group. See, I don't even know where share is. I'm a mess. Copy link. And you know what? I'm gonna make where's my little note? Desktop. Find my little note. And I think I'm gonna start putting that on the top of every live video. Oh, you know what? I need to monetize this video too. So there's the Facebook group, and then also drugfreedave.com/ nope, Instagram.com/drugfreedave. Facebook is painful. How so I just made a oh man, I can't copy and paste. I do remember that. Oh, Miss G, yeah, I didn't put two and two together. I don't think, probably because I don't think I've seen you in the live chat before. So that's probably why I didn't put two and two together. But yeah, no worries. But I have some other. I'm making some cool brushes that I'm gonna be using from like, because the faves thing is cool, but I've sold not sold, but like thousands of people, like over 1,000 people I think have downloaded them. But I need to make some brushes, some sketch brushes, maybe like 10 solid sketch brushes. I've already made a couple, but I'm working on those to put on my Gumroad, because people love to buy brushes. People love to buy brushes. That's one thing that I've noticed. Regardless if they're good, bad. Obviously, I want my brushes to be good, but people love to buy brushes and accessories. Okay, so logo work. Let me put this down here. Oh, let me just duplicate. I'll duplicate sketch. I'll change this to logo work. Should I do 350 for a logo? Because it's not really vectors. 350. Maybe I'll stick to 350. I think 350 is good. And up. I think 350 and up. I think I want to add that and up. Ugh, I can't see this. So I'll make this a little smaller. Move it up. Okay, logo 350. That looks good. Kind of want to line this up with all the other ones. Commission rates. Maybe I should change it to commission rates. Created science curriculum, but I want to start selling more clip art fonts. You can reach out to me, but I'm actually curious how much should I sell a commercial license for things that I make, like in Procreate? I don't even know where to start. I don't know what most people sell their licenses for. I mean, I guess I can just look on like Etsy or things like that, but there's so many different artists, so many different levels of artists and quality of work, so like I'm sort of at a loss. Commission rates. Big facts. Come on, show me this. Show me the center. There's the center. I feel like I should put at drug-free Dave commission rates. Otherwise, it might not make sense. Or should I just do like... Should I do the same font maybe? I don't know. Let's see what this other font looks like. Let me put these on top. Since these are over the very top, that'll make it easier. Do you like the other text better? I feel like, I don't know. My glasses are like droplets of water that have dried. Colored frog. I took him off because he was originally supposed to be to show like another colored character for like multi-character sketch for the color section of the multi-character sketch, but I don't know if I could fit him in there because I feel like I like the fact that she's bigger. I didn't see any room for him. Maybe I should do... there's that. Let's try another one. I could do kind of a playful round, aerial round. It's kind of like very clear. I'm very slow too. Well, I can draw quickly, but I'm very slow because I go back and I change a lot. I do sell on Etsy because I don't know. It's just I think I made one sale on Etsy. I actually don't know, but I do. I put my brushes on Etsy as well because I know that a lot of people are all about Etsy. So I was like, well, I guess I should put my stuff on Etsy as well. But Gumroad, I feel like, has been the main place that I put my brushes and eye packs and stuff like that. Which is another thing I think I need to do is include on my eye package, include high-res TIFFs of each eyeball, because I'm not sure I trust a Procreate file. I don't know if when people do it, if it's a little bit blurry. No one's mentioned that, but it sort of worries me. I know if I save it as a TIFF or save it as at least like a large PNG, that it won't be pixely when they download it, but no one has mentioned it, so hopefully it's fine. I just get nervous because I know from bringing things from canvas to canvas, the quality degrades horrifically. Okay, I think this is pretty good for now. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I am forgetting. I do kind of want to not have this so uniform. Uniform's not the right word. Clean. Anything I do, I want it to be a piece of art. Even if it's a rate sheet. Even if it's a rate sheet, I want it to be a piece of art. I think that's good. I don't think it needs to be too dark around the edges. But just a little bit of love, you know? You know what? Let me airbrush. Let me Gaussian blur this a little bit. And then lower the opacity a little bit. Okay. So multi character sketch 225 needs to go up. Where was that group? So multi at 225. So this needs to go up. And color can go up too. All of these can go up. And I'll bring logo work up as well. And I want this to be level. This is like, even back in art school, I had to take so many design classes, and it's funny. I I remember those design classes, and I remember specific things that I learned in them that I've always carried with me. But I guess that's the same for everything. All my classes in some aspect. Where is this image? Oh, they probably brought it to the top. Like a dum-dum. I just want this to be at least level. I don't want it to be too close to the bottom edge. I also don't want my signature to be too close to the bottom edge. Nothing should ever be too close to the edges. That's a little better. Okay. Now I kind of want the text to be a different color. I don't think I want the text to be black. Oh yes, you did my gingerbread tutorial. Oh, I had so much fun making that tutorial. It's so interesting because the video is actually doing quite well on YouTube. It doesn't correlate to how many people have bought the brushes, like the stamps. But like the numbers did well, and like it looked like people like watched it. So I don't know. That was like my surefire way. I was like, I'm gonna make this really cute gingerbread man tutorial, and this is gonna make people be like, oh, let me get these stamp brushes. But then sometimes it just doesn't work. Let me turn my little heater on, because I'm chilly, Willie. Hopefully it's not too loud. I apologize for the heater sound, but my little chicken legs are chilly. Pinterest pins. Ooh, Pinterest. Now I gotta dip in I do have a Pinterest, but I did actually post some art, but I don't really understand how to do it. I don't understand how to like get people who love that tutorial in there. And a pin. Pinterest is one of them. You should make pin. Alright, you know what? And I've been thinking that I need to read the comments, because if someone is watching this, they may not. I guess they can read the comments as well. I don't know. I don't know how the real deal bloggers or live streamers do it. Yeah, I don't really know. Like I did post some art, some animals and stuff on Pinterest. But I didn't really know how to gauge if like that was what that I felt like I didn't fit in. I didn't really know what I was doing. So I just posted a lot of my artwork, but I didn't know if that was like a good thing to post it on Pinterest, but I posted some tags and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how. What up, Todd? Yeah, man. It's a new year, new rates. Gotta make that money. But I've been meaning to do this for a while, because it's just one of those things that just kind of makes it easier. Like I'm not that good with like. This is gonna sound so weird now. I'm not that good with like talking to people and discussing business, like prices and propositions. I just want to have the price there if they want it. If it's too expensive, you know what, the conversation I don't like having, that I've had, that I always have, is people messaging me on Instagram with, can I draw like, their pet or their animal or something like that. And then like trying to figure out like a good price, like trying to figure out like, oh, like, okay, what do you want? Do you want like just like a sketch? Do you want it like colored? And they kind of don't know what they want, and they kind of, and I have to like just tell them a price, and then the price is too much, and then it's just like, a song and dance. Not always, but I just want to make it easier for people to know the price going into it, because that's the fair thing. Because some people come on and like they expect it to be $15 because they've seen it on. I almost deleted something. All right, let me get back to work. So this is looking good. Yeah, man, the business side, but it's just, it's I'm a lot. What really helped me on the business side was saying no, and like not being able to move away from a project or offered money, and like saying no. Not that obviously not that I want to back away from money, but sometimes you just have to. Sometimes it's just not the best project. It's not the best thing for you. And I think that's like the biggest thing. And like I'm a lot more confident now because I know myself enough to be like, bro, if you don't like something, if you don't like it, just pull the cord and get out of there, and just be okay with it. And I actually had to do that recently. I was I did a couple like Zoom calls with a couple of folks about a project, and I sent my, and they were seemed cool and nothing like personal, but like I sent my contract, and this and that, and they sent me a contract back, and it just disregarded everything in my contract, and I was like, the first red flag was like I didn't hear that, like it was like a rush project. It was like a rush thing, which I don't like because I just don't like rush things. But I was like, okay, they all seem great. They seem cool. So it was like a rush thing. And then I didn't hear from them for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days or like a week or something. So I was like, what? 'Cause that's a lot of stress when someone like has like a rush job for like a children's book, like a rush job. So you're like, oh, like, well, okay. So I have to kind of figure out, can I drop certain things? Like I'm working a full-time job and now I have this full-time rush thing. So that was the first red flag. And then when they sent me the contract that just like totally disregarded everything in my contract, I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. There were just things weren't adding up in my mind. And I just became like, I started becoming very anxious. And that's why I was like, it's time to go. It's time to bail. But nothing personal. They were actually really, really nice, sweet people. But I can only kind of go off of the people I've worked with in the past. And the only tricky experiences where I had one experience with a logo that was like, it was the logo that never ended. It kept it literally went on for like, when I tell you 1,000 changes, 1,000 changes. So there was that, and then there was that situation. But the other people that I've worked with like books, like children's book projects, have been like amazing. And it's funny because like the Dream Machine, which is the project that I've worked on, thank you for the kudos. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss G. I appreciate that. The Dream Machine project, which is by far my biggest project, my most accomplished project to date. And I worked on some great projects. Actually, the person who I got that job, and I was turned on to the folks that were doing it through Greg, through one of I think the author knew Greg, or Greg knew the author and somehow hooked me up. So, I loved working on his book. Therefore, like, he vouched for me, so hooked me up with these people. I mean, it was a much longer book, much bigger project, much more involved, bigger budget, everything. So like this project was huge. Never had a Zoom call with them. I don't really like Zoom calls. I do them. Sometimes you have to do Zoom calls, but I don't really like them. Never did a Zoom call with them. Never did like a call like on the phone. So it was like perfect for me. I don't do that well when I have to talk to humans. I mean, this is different. This is different. This scenario, I can be really open and free. And I guess I can be that way. I mean, you can't really be that way when you're talking to a client, but and again, sorry about the heater, but I'm chilly. But it was just great. It was just like it was. We had these group chains, and we would. The thing that I like about email, and the thing that I really like about discussing things through email and going back and forth is each person can just think about their response. They can think about what they want. They can think about the changes. They can craft it. When I'm talking to people like in a Zoom call or on a phone, they're kind of like spitballing ideas, and I'm trying to I'm trying to think of ideas. I'm trying to remember what they're saying. You know, it's kind of hard to take notes and be present on like a call when people are trying to come up with ideas, because it's like, oh, like, maybe you can try this and have them do this and be in this environment. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, do you want to like this color or that color? It was like, oh yeah, we like this and I like that. Maybe that color. Actually, maybe this color is a little bit better. Yeah. So you're trying to remember everything that they're saying and remember all these changes. And it's just, and usually after I finish a Zoom call or after I finish a call, I say, okay, can you just send me an email with a summary of kind of what we talked about? Because it's hard to nail people down to like what they actually want. In some circumstances, like in this circumstance, we talked, we chatted, I read the story, I gave my ideas, they gave their ideas, and I made the sketches. They approved the sketches. It was just like very smooth and very like easy. Easy in the fact of like, it worked out, and if we disagreed on something, it was just like it was just like a very amicable. We would just explain it, or I would explain it, or they would say like, oh, this is actually technically, because it's sort of like a medical book, so things had to be like right. So there were certain things that we might have had to change, and like I was happy to change it because working with them was like a dream. So it makes it really really easy, because it's like if something changes, like I'll change it. I have there was never any time where I felt like I was being taken advantage of, and I feel like they probably knew that like if I was charging them for something, it was worth it. I'm certain things I didn't even charge them for, because I stuck to how much work I had. I stuck to how much work I had. I stuck to what was going to be difficult, what was not going to be difficult, what I could do easily, what I couldn't do easily. Definitely 100%. I put in way more time than I like. I probably should have asked for more money, but this is one of those projects that really elevated me, so I can ask for more money next time. So, and I'm very proud of the project. So it's like a win-win, And it wasn't like I got paid like peanuts, but it was just great. Never any issues with payment. Never any issues with anything. They came back and did a bunch of other illustrations. Just a treat to work with. So I'm really fortunate and lucky in that sense. Is there anything else I want to put on this commission rate page? I do want to change the color. I don't like the black. I feel like I want to add. I don't want to add the prices in red though. That doesn't look good. That wouldn't be great. But maybe like a dark maroon instead of black. Why are you on Sketch? Because I work mostly in that like dark maroon color. So like maybe just like that will look better than just black. Let's see. How do I get that color? we go. I think that breaks it up. Peanuts. Yeah, you don't want to work for peanuts. Sorry, this is really small. I always forget that. Does that look okay? I think it looks alright. I just want to break up a little bit. I want to break up the price from the words. Ugh, I hate when I do that. I was doing a lot of groaning tonight, I feel like. Did a lot of groaning. A lot of talking too, actually. And luckily, that's why I keep it dark. I tend to close my eyes when I talk sometimes. So, but it's nice when it's dark, so I don't feel as self-conscious. And plus, I need to give myself a haircut. That would be such a funny live. If I were to cut my hair on live, and you guys would see how I cut my hair, it's ridiculous. I'd have to clean my room though. I can't let you guys see my messy room. I feel like you're gonna be late for work, Linda. Didn't you say you had to go to work? Or maybe you just were working. Maybe you just had to work doing papers. Because I feel like, because I was talking and I was like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna cause Linda to be late for work. On my way to work. Oh, on your way to work. You have like a Tesla, and you're just like chilling with the self-driving car, with like YouTube going. That's awesome. I mean, regardless, even if that's not the reality of the situation, that idea is pretty cool. 275 needs to go down a little bit, I think. Just a pinch. And also, these are not lined up at all, I feel like. You know what? Let me do my little cheat here. Because I need some sort of... I need to have some dignity. All right. Do I want to line everything? Maybe I want to line everything up with sketch, actually. Line art actually isn't too bad. It's actually not that far over. Oh God, I want to do something. I want to do some 3D work. But it's already late. I never have enough time in life. Never have enough time. So move this over. I start teaching in 20 minutes. I was in the... oh, you were in the bus. Go to work. I don't remember. Where do you... I can't remember where you live. I can't remember where you're going to work. I can't remember where you live. But that's awesome. Have fun at work. Have fun teaching. That's so awesome. Teaching is so much fun. Always a pleasure. Always keeps me on my toes. Keeps me feeling, just brings my spirit up. Always a pleasure. And I'll see you next time. You'll catch me. You'll catch me on my stream. You always catch me on my stream. You know me, always on late. Always late, and you're either going to work or you're grading papers. And make sure you start on that book too. With the mouse. Okay, multi-character sketch. It's kind of in the middle. It can move over a little bit, but then it might be a little too... I'll move color over. Color 350. Is that the whole thing? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. It's the wrong one, bro. Color, is it this? 350. So I'll move this one over. But if I move this one over, then obviously I do have to move this over. Otherwise I just look like a dum-dum. So I need to move logo over. And the axolotl. I guess he doesn't really have to be in the middle. No, but he looks bad if he's not. If he's not lined up, he looks bad. I actually don't mind this like random thing going down there. That actually looks kind of cool. So maybe I'll just integrate it in. Baby. Maybe I'll just like erase the top and just like just leave it in there. Why not? So I do want to add some lines. I feel like that would be cool. So maybe I'll just use maybe fine tip. Let's see what that looks like. I like it. Maybe like a cheeky arrow. Ireland. I think I knew that. I think I knew that. I did know that. Ireland. 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 I have to brush up on my Irish accent. Oh God, it's getting late. When I start giggling, that means it's getting late. Okay, so I think this is great for now. I feel like I need to move logo and the axolotl up though. It's just too low. It's too low. Axolotl and logo. Where's logo? Logo work. That's better. Maybe I'll move multi. Maybe I'll move all of this up too. There we go. That's better. All right, cool. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this so far. Sketch 225. Character 350. Multi-character sketch. Color 350. 100. I'm good. I think I'm happy with this. So let me save this. The only thing I might do is change this. Oh, I didn't even put like @drug-free-Dave or anything up here. Ireland. It's so great that you can just like like chat to people like across the world. Like it's just so it's so crazy. Yeah, no, I'm new to the whole. I'm new to the that bit, like making things like to sell, but I like it, and like it's just one of those things that I've kind of just missed the boat on until recently. So many people selling things and selling, you know, great uh, assets and stuff like that, and I'm just getting into it and just figuring out like things that I can do, because feel like that's where it really like makes sense, is when you can sort of figure out where you can make something and create something or give people access to something that they don't have. And obviously, like pretty much everything has been done. Lots of things have been done in lots of different ways. But there's usually something that you can add to it. I mean, obviously, it's having like the following helps, figuring out ways to drive traffic. Like Pinterest is something that I'll have to look into, um, because I feel like Pinterest is like a big thing, but I have to figure out an angle. I do have to figure out like an angle. Um, but sorry, I keep hitting my light. But it's all been like a learning thing, and I've only recently figured out ways to sort of um, generate like income. Skillshare majorly, because I've been making. Oh, cool. Oh, I actually didn't realize you could see what I'm doing back here with my Apple Pencil. Skillshare has been great. That sort of helped me be like, oh, okay, so you can sort of make passive income, and I can see how like this can actually be lucrative. There's so many different things. The Gumroad thing made me work on these new brushes and stamps, which I love doing. It's so much fun. But it's just figuring out like ways, like making that tutorial to sort of drive people to get the stamps. Um, I'm also thinking about doing like, just offering like sketches where people can practice doing their line work. So maybe I have like like 5 different sketches, and then maybe I have the line work over them, and or I don't know. There's just so many different things that I feel like I can bring, even if it's just sketches that people can like work on. Like fun sketches of animals and things like that, because I feel like that's what I bring. Like sketching animals and making animals is like my thing. So it's just figuring out how to like market it and monetize it so you can just do more of it. Okay. Do I want to write non? Um, okay, so I think this is good for commissions rates. Oh, I need to put. I want to put at drug free Dave, but I want to put it in this text, because that's what I do. When I make like my little intros for my YouTube. Oh shit, I don't think I can monetize it till this video is over, but I need to do that right now. You need a good terms of use. I do. People will steal your brushes and so on. I do. The one that I give away for free, I'm not too worried about, because a lot of those like are just like I've just tweaked them. But definitely for these new brushes that I'm making and for the stamps, I need to. Skillshare has been great. It's been really, really good for me. Yeah, I would definitely, like, if you make classes or make tutorials, like I would always recommend getting into Skillshare and just getting it set up and just teaching a class and just figuring out a good niche there, because there's so many people that are hungry, and I do so much better there than on YouTube, because on Skillshare people are there, they're already even invested in learning and taking classes and looking for classes and looking for tutorials. Instagram, it's sort of, I mean, on Instagram, YouTube, it's sort of like, oh, people might stay, they might not. But if they're paying to like take tutorials and learn a program, then they're going to be like, okay, here, this person teaches Procreate, this person teaches Procreate, this person teaches this or that. I'm taking all of their classes because I'm paying for this and I want to learn it, so I'm going to take all their classes. So people take them. I feel like they just take it more seriously. Whereas on YouTube, you can do a really cute, great tutorial and 10 people will see it, and that's it. But I do need a good terms of use. I should probably write that down. Terms of use. Yeah, I need to find someone who has like one that I like and then just copy it. That's what I did with my contract. I mean, obviously, I changed a bunch of stuff over the years, but find like a template and see what makes sense to me. But yes, that's very good advice. I need to write it down. I need to do a media kit and a terms of use. Let me write it down in my little notes here. You know what? I'll put it on the. No, I'll add it here. Tutorial ideas. Media kit. Terms of use. Okay, got it. Okay, at Drug Free Dave in Heining's handwriting. At Drug Free Dave. I'll make this a little lighter, actually. I feel like it should be a little lighter. Commission rates 2022. Maybe I should put add text 2022 because it's 2022 now, folks. It's bananas. So the only thing else that I feel like I'm lacking is a way for people to know that if it's a children's book, what the prices are. But I think I need to work on that on another day. I think this is good for now. I'm actually quite happy with this. Maybe I need to add my email on the bottom. Just duplicate this. Oops, let me just put email. I didn't get to do any really sketching or 3D. I did a little bit of sketching earlier, but I didn't really get to do much. Dave Reed Art at gmail.com. I guess I should put .com. You think most people know that it's .com, but I'll make it this really small. So it's sort of like a footer. I kind of want to put something else kind of explaining about the children's book thing. Okay, let me move this up. No, but I don't want to. I don't know. That will run me into the same issue. I just need to make another one, but I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, this is better. I'm gonna save this. I need to put it on my website, and I need to put it on Instagram ASAP. Okay. It is very time consuming, but I love it. Now, I even love looking at it. Obviously, I made this in 3D. That's just a regular ball. Oh, I love it. Oh, I didn't even finish this weird thing. This is just like goop. Oh, did I make this into a cheeseburger? Wait a minute, what is this? Where's the other stuff? I'm so confused right now. Box, lettuce. Oh, maybe this is the burger. This used to be something else. I thought this was the bowl. I don't know what happened to my little bowl. Anyway. Open. So this is a cheeseburger that I made, and I had so much fun making. I gotta go to view. Why is everything... There we go. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? It's so much fun that you can like once you get into it and you can figure out how to make like textures and stuff, it's like it's so cool. Like I just have so much fun with it. I need to make this smaller so I can... Because I want to export it, but... Oh, maybe I should tilt it a little bit. No. That looks good. I've been wanting to export this smaller. 4K. Export PNG. Because sometimes like I want to use it for like a phone background or something. But it has to be small. Save image. Because what I have is... Sometimes I usually save it too big. So let's open up another one. Let's see what else we got. This, oh, my all-time favorite. I love making like pancakes and stuff. I love it. Look at these cakes. And I actually made the wood too. I figured out how to make like, I figured out how to do like, once I started doing like patterns, it's over. Not patterns, like alphas, so you can make textures. So much better. I make this small and save that too. The blur is a little much. It's a little far away. But anyway, I love it. So much fun. Let me open. I gotta fix that. This guy is my most recent. This little rascal. Turn the lights off. And I actually made this in my old, on my other iPad. Blender's, I've heard Blender is crazy. This one is Nomad Sculpt. Yeah, this one is called Nomad Sculpt, and it's great. Yeah, this is mad. This is fast. This is moving real fast. So much fun. Anyway, I need to go to bed. It's 3:08. My nose is itching. I don't know why. Oh, Miss G, it's been a pleasure. Definitely try out Nomad Sculpt. It's an awesome app, and there's so many resources online now. It's tricky. It's tricky at first. It's really tricky at first. But just start off like slow with like simple things. It's only like $14 or $15, so even just for fun, even just to mess around with, I say it's worth it. I get obsessed when I'm making things. Like I get obsessed with like making it look right. But there's a lot of tutorials. This guy Quantillion on YouTube does some really great tutorials. There's a lot. There's a great Facebook group that I always post my stuff in. But anyway, 8 people. That's so cool. Usually it's less than 8. Usually it's only like a couple. But yeah, make sure you hit like, subscribe if you're not. Add me on Instagram, Drug Free Dave, TikTok, Drug Free Dave, all that fun stuff. Join my Facebook group, which I posted in the chat earlier. I'll just make it easy here. So I am at Drug Free Dave on Instagram. For the Facebook group, I think I might be able to just paste. And here's my Facebook group, if you're interested in that too. And let's see what else. I think that's it. YouTube, subscribe, hit like. Always a pleasure. He said, "Will you have a Skillshare?" I don't have a Skillshare. I don't have a Skillshare Nomad Sculpt. But I feel like I'm leaning in that direction because like you're like the 3rd or 4th person to mention it. And even though I feel like I'm still a novice in it, personally, I feel like I explain things in a way that's a little more simple because I'm a bit of a dum-dum. So like, I might try to do a really rudimentary Nomad Sculpt class. I may try to. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, have a great night or a good day. Be well. Looking forward to chatting with you all next time. Miss G, it's been a pleasure. Thank you again. Keep drawing, keep sculpting, and as always, no wait, I messed up my outro. As always, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I have to say keep sculpting because I work on Nomad Sculpt a lot. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Yeah, I'm a super dum-dum when it comes to some things. But I like to make it fun. I like to keep it real too. That's the thing. So if I don't know something, or if I'm learning something, or if I'm trying to figure something out, it's like I feel like that's important. I'm not perfect. And it's important for people to like not think that just because I can doodle and just because I can make classes that I'm perfect, because I'm far from it. And if we were all perfect, everything would be boring. All right. Catch you guys in the next stream.